All right, let's do it. Another season of the 5 minute post game show, courtesy of Post Game Pints, Campbell and Gallo. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for the listen. Thanks for the click. Hey, but now you got to get to the content and put 5 minutes on the board. Let's go. Canadians lose their opener to the Toronto Maple Leafs. William Nylander with the game winning goal again, but the Canadians had plenty of chances in that third period, Mitch, with their power play, including a lengthy 5-on-3.
Yeah, and look, the Canadians were right there tonight, Sean, with the Maple Leafs. And we heard so much going into this game about the Canadians and all the areas where they weren't going to be as good as they were a year ago. Well, I thought that game could have went either way. It was really a bounce here or a bounce there, or a power play goal or a power play goal there. And fact of the matter is, the Leafs got a power play goal from Pierre Engvall, and the Canadians didn't get a power play goal in the hockey game. Scoreline difference was one. So that was the swing. It was the one power play goal that the Leafs got from Engvall. And there was chances in the third period. You mentioned the 5-on-3. I mean, that wasn't just a 5-on-3 that didn't score. That was a 5-on-3 that didn't look organized and didn't look like it was even going to threaten to score.
Yeah, and look, the first shot was from center point with two guys blocking. There was still everybody was on the side. That's not really the most dangerous thing, and it was the puck retrieval. If you lose a faceoff, even on a 5-on-3, you should have two guys on the puck right away. And even in those 2-on-1 battles, they were losing those battles. So 3 times they had to go back and start up. The only urgency I saw was with about 40 seconds left. Nick Suzuki sweeping his own zone. He came with a lot of speed because he looked up at the clock and realized they've already wasted a minute of this 5-on-3. The other unit had a couple chances near the end of that power play. But I think that 5-on-3, I've seen it work, but they just never really got settled into that power play. But you knew it was going to be a bit of a scrambly game. I saw there was moments early in that second period. The Canadians were kind of a bit of a mess in their own zone. Jake Allen played well. I thought Jack Campbell played well. It wasn't a bad first game, and I'm sure the Leafs are just happy they just got 2 points in the standings.
Yeah, and I think so. And with the Canadians, Jake Allen is going to be such a big story this year. And you know what, Sean? I didn't think he had a very good training camp. His preseason, I thought, was subpar.
I don't care about preseason and veterans. You know that.
Well, it's not that I care about it, but it's all we have to base things off of during the preseason. So certainly, you like when guys play better compared to when they're playing bad. Not that I put a lot of stock in it, but he didn't have a great preseason schedule. But he came out tonight. I thought he was the best player on the ice for the Canadians. He really gave them a chance to win. And when you look at the two goalies, I thought he was busier and had to make a higher difficulty, more difficult saves than Jack Campbell had to make. So full marks to Jake Allen. I thought he was very, very good.
Yeah, I thought he was good too. I thought he made some really key saves and tightened the crease. He was keeping close to the puck. I know Nylander got him good on that shot. And William Nylander, I was looking this up. That's now 16 career goals. He had 5 in the playoffs against the Habs last year. 16 career goals in his lifetime. And he has just over 100 goals in his career. So 15% of all goals that he's scored in his career have been against the Canadians. William Nylander is a killer. Hey, but why don't we wrap things up here? We just have over a minute left here on the 5-minute post-game show. Habs season got started with a goal from Jonathan Drouin. I think that just brought a smile to a lot of people's faces after everything that he went through, leaving the team, not being with the team in the playoffs, discussing his issues of anxiety and insomnia this summer, and just scoring that first goal. And it was a perfect way for the Canadians to cap off a really strong start first 10 minutes of the game.
Yeah, and you know what? I was waiting for that first goal from Jonathan Drouin. Truly happy for him, Sean. You're right about the circumstances of last year. And he spoke post-game about coming to the rink with a clearer mind and feeling happier playing hockey than he has in the past few years. So that's great. And also, I just didn't want the storyline anymore of one goal in this amount of games or one goal in that amount of games or hasn't scored since this date. We can eliminate that now because he scored right away. He scored the first goal of the season for the Canadians, so he's off to a good start. And if you're a Canadians fan, you just got to hope that he's able to bottle that up, feel good about himself for putting the puck to the back of the net, and then translate that in games to come.
All right, they have a game against the Sabres back-to-back after that loss to the Leafs. We got 20 seconds here, Mitch. What do you want to see in game 2 that you didn't see in game 3? I'm going to give you mine. I just want to see a little bit more chemistry with Suzuki, Caulfield, and Toffoli. I think they need to finish.
Yeah, well, I think last game you played a good team in Toronto and you were neck and neck. Now you're playing a crap team in Buffalo, so stomp on them.
Well, there you go. We got to stomp on this episode because that's 5 minutes. That's your first 5 minute post game show here for the 21-22 season. Habs lose to the Leafs in game one. We'll be here all season. What do we do, Mitch?
Click, listen, subscribe, and if you're nice, comment.